The economy is like the seasons. It's always subject to change. And the recession is no different. Hey guys, welcome to BAM with Sam, where you can be a money maker. On today's video, we're going to be talking about what a recession is and how to be prepared for it. A recession is a decline in a country's economic performance for a few months. On average, recessions last around 11 months. The way a recession is measured is by two negative GDP scores for 2 consecutive quarters. Now, a quarter is 3 months of the year. So every quarter or every 3 months, a GDP score is given out. And if you get 2 negative scores, then you're in a recession. For example, in the United States, they issued their final GDP score last month in June. And that came out as negative 1.6%. So what is the GDP? The GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product, and it is calculated by adding the monetary value for all products, goods, and services. Some of the signals of recession is deflation, inflation, and loss of consumer confidence. Take a banana, for example. Take this banana, for example. Very sad looking banana, but this banana. Let's say you wanted to buy a pound of these bananas in 2019. You ever wonder why in 2021, the same pound that cost $3.50 now costs $3.80? That's because of inflation. Deflation is the exact opposite of that. It is when that same dollar that you have is worth way more than it was in the past. Deflation is the opposite of inflation. With deflation, instead of your money decreasing in value, your money increases in value. So what's an example of loss of consumer confidence? Loss of consumer confidence can be seen in something that I call the recession cycle. What is the recession cycle? Let's pretend we have a chocolate chip cookie. Chocolate chip cookie is sold by a company called Choco Chippos. Choco Chippos has a decline in sales because people are purchasing less chocolate chip cookies. Thus, the manufacturer that they purchase their ingredients from, they won't have to get as many ingredients from that manufacturer anymore. So not only is Choco Chippos losing money, the manufacturer is losing money. That causes them to have to either lay off their employees, cut their pay, or the employees that are left are ended up feeling very vulnerable because they're afraid that they may lose their job if Choco Chippos sales continue to decline. With this, the employees or consumers tend to spend less, restrict what they buy, and they spend less frivolously. We see this in many ways during the recession, where companies like Alpha and Omega went bankrupt. Alpha and Omega is a company that actually sells jewelry, but persons aren't buying jewelry during an economic downfall or an economic decline. But for anybody watching this, don't let this news worry you. Don't panic. Making fear-based decisions sometimes cause you to get in bad situations that make what you're going through even worse. By reducing your spending, that means you do not spend frivolously. Spending frivolously varies for everybody. For you, it could be buying the latest phone model. For somebody else, it could be going out to eat. You determine whether or not you are spending frivolously. It is best to live below your means. Meaning if you make $100, you need to live below that $100. All this extra money that you save by budgeting and living below your means can be used as a cash cushion for living expenses that can be used during an emergency. It is best to have enough for 2 to 6 months of living expenses. For those of you that are investors, this is a great time. Through my research, I found that more millionaires are made in a recession than any other economic period. And that's because they take advantage of those discounts. Now, if you've watched my video from last week, you'll see that I spoke about how you can make discounts for stock, crypto, and the real estate market. These markets and many others are generally in a decline during a recession. Just remember, with all of these, I'm going to say do your due diligence. Just because you see a property at a good price doesn't mean that it's a good deal. And remember, with investing during these times, it is best to have a long-term strategy. Don't expect that just because you buy this house, you purchase this stock, you purchase this cryptocurrency, that it is going to go straight into the bull in the next few months or even in the next year. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found some good information and it was very informative. During this period, I believe that we all need to endeavor to help each other and build each other up as much as we can. So if you have any questions or any comments, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. See you guys in the next video where you learn to be a money maker.